Alright guys, it's me, it's Hadi Nakri. I'm on my way to the trade union conference up in Liverpool today. Ready for the conference tomorrow. It is a hot sweltering day today, but you know what, I'm loving it. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a lot of interesting motions and propositions to see. All the trade unions are going to be up there, including Prospect, RMT, USDAW. They've got two motions that they're presenting. I hope they are passed. Stay with me. I will be also doing a hotel review as well, and yeah, then it's on to breaking down barriers, so stay with me for the journey. Catch up with you soon. Bye. Okay, so here at the Hilton Hotel in Liverpool, just getting ready to get in to the Grey Suite, where they're going to look at the first time delegates who are here and give them a little bit of a helping hand, what needs to be done, and more importantly, ease them into the process here. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's a little bit swanky here. I've got everything ready ish. There's no donuts, but you know, I can still get something. Okay, so here we go. Let's see some of these delegates and get involved. This is gonna be fun. Oh, sorry, video. This is John. I met him at the first industrial conference that we were at, and just looking forward to going in and finding out more about the TUC conference and how we're going to act as delegates there. John, anything you'd like to add?
Just enjoy it, listen to all the speeches, what you see on the telly with like the main unions and striking and their leaders, they'll all be in there speaking as well, so just take it all in and see it for what it really is.
Nice one. Thanks, looking forward to this. Hi guys, I'm back and I'm with the head of the media department at USDAW. We've just completed our little delegates, what to expect and what not to do, so I will be behaving myself. But you know, this guy here, he runs our media department and also promotes the Network magazine and Arena magazine. What's your name, my friend?
It's Dave Williams, and I'm the media officer for USDAW.
There we go. And what do you, you know, this is like, how many times have you been to this conference?
Oh, quite a few. Probably at least 10 years,
10
I'd
years.
say. And in this role, and once as a delegate for USDAW as well, back in the dim distant past.
Oh my days. So what was it like when you was doing it as a delegate, and what do I need to expect?
Well, it's really interesting because you get the debates from all the different trade unions across the UK, so it's lots of different sectors. I find you really learn a lot about the lives of working people in other parts of the economy. You know, it's a very interesting week.
Yeah, and we're I think they're like the fifth biggest union.
We are indeed,
and we've
yeah.
got quite a few delegates here and quite a few seats, so I'm really looking forward to it myself. Even though I can only be here for 2 days, but you know, thank you so much for your time. And guys, if you do ever receive the magazine, this is the guy who's responsible for it, so read it. Yeah?
Indeed, absolutely. Yeah, have a great week. Enjoy
Thank you.
it.
Take care, guys. Bye. Alright, so that was interesting and something to expect. Also are going to be supporting pretty much almost every motion out there. And yeah, let's see what we can do. This is going to be a fun, interesting time. And it's not like ADM. This is going to be fast paced, a lot more according to time sort of thing. So let's see what we can get out. I'm definitely looking forward to today, that's for sure. See you soon. Hey guys, okay, so I'm back with two members from the equality team, USDAW, and I gotta admit, I've always spoken to them over the phone, but it's always nice to put a face to the name. So I'm here with Liz and Tony. And it's not gonna be FU Tony, I get that, so don't worry about it. If you've seen the meme, you know what I'm talking about. Guys, what are you expecting from the conference, from the TUC Congress?
To be honest, it's just going to be amazing. It's going to be, you know, we're going to see some proper policy, all the unions coming together. We're going to be able to, you know, see. I mean, Liz is going to be one of our delegates. You're both going to be one of our delegates. You know, on the floor, talk, you know, telling, you know, fighting for what our members want. So.
Yeah, it's exciting. I've been involved kind of just in the prep before the conference, like kind of looking at the agenda and looking at USDAW policy. So I'm really excited to see it kind of play out in action. Yeah, and it's my first time here, so
Mine too. Yeah. So this is going to be, you know, the first time for all of us, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing this. And I've got to admit, USDAW has got quite a few seats on the floor, you know, compared to like the GMB Unite, which are dominating in terms of many of the delegates that they've got here. We holding our own. So I'm really looking forward to this as well.
Represented.
Yeah, definitely. And as you guys are part of the Equalities Committee, anything that you'd like to mention about the Breaking Down Barriers program, which is taking place? We're doing our very first one on Tuesday.
Yeah, it begins on Tuesday. I mean, it's just hugely exciting because it's been the planning and preparation, and the steering group have been meeting over the last year, and so it's finally got to a point where it's actually happening. You know, you've got a place on the programme, which is amazing, of such a tough competition, so it's so fantastically exciting that it begins on Tuesday, so can't wait to hear more. I'm sure you'll be
I'll definitely
letting us know what's going on.
I mean, Tony, how do you feel about the programme as well?
Yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity. You know, it's. I mean, I've met and spoke to some of our members who are on it, and it sounds like everybody's just dead excited about it. So I think it'll be brilliant.
Groundbreaking.
I mean, for me, when the people started announcing that they were on it, I was like, okay, well, I didn't get on there, and then the letter came through 4 days later, and I was like, oh my god, I got on there. So I was very excited for this as well. This is going to be a great opportunity, and I'm really honoured to be representing here because I got voted to be here. So I'm going to make sure that I do the best for our members, our branch, you know, and our union as best as I can. And I hope you guys will be doing the same thing and joining me on this journey. Yeah, guys, keep following. See you guys there. Bye. Hi everyone, yeah, I'm here just outside the venue where we're going to be doing TUC Congress. I am with Ian, who's also a journalist for the Socialist newspaper, and he's got an article actually in regards to the 1893 miners' strike, which 130 plus years later was actually led to. So Ian, feel free.
Yes, I'm USDAW member. I write as a volunteer for the Socialists from time to time, and wanted to really write something about the miners' strike because
Bless you.
sorry, it's a quite significant event in workers' history. There's a particular event that's been known about from there called the Featherstone Massacre, which was one of the last times where the army was sent in to shoot at striking workers. 2 men were killed. It became a cause célèbre for the Independent Labour Party that had just been formed, that was a precursor of the Labour Party, because they were the only people that campaigned for justice for those miners who'd been shot at that time. So there's a lot of other things happening in that strike, one of which was, it was also the strike that went from the miners' unions being individual regionalised unions to a national union. It was part of the period known as the New Unionism, where a lot of trade unions were formed for the first time. USDAW was one of the unions that its predecessors were formed for the first time at that point as well. So, I'm sure the link will be posted to the article if people are interested to hear more, but I think it's always important to know our roots as trade unionists and learn from their struggles so that we can be more successful today in fighting for the interests of ordinary people.
And again, we're seeing it now in this modern day and age, the cost of living crisis. How much has the trade union movement actually helped workers gain more in terms of their wages? So, there is a very valid point, and it is with your support. If you're not a member of the union, find who your relevant trade union is, join them, because they are fighting for you guys. They're on the streets and they're in Parliament fighting the good fight. So, this is what this is all about. And again, if you're looking at socialism or the left and all the loony stuff, that trust me, the radical right is also a bit on the crazy side too. We need to balance it out and have a sense of normality back again. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you, Ian, and I'm looking forward to reading your article. I'll send the link out there, and take care of yourselves guys. I'll catch you in the conference. Alright, just been scanned. I'm going through now, and let's take a look. This is going to be interesting. Hi guys, I'm here at the TUC Congress in Liverpool. I'm at one of the exhibition stands, and this is something which I feel is close to my heart. I've grown up with this many years, and it is Free Palestine. Now I know in recent times it has been a matter of, if you say the word Free Palestine, you're anti-Semitic. I'd like to make it clear, I'm not an anti-Semite, and I believe that these guys are not anti-Semitic either, because it's against the policies of the Israeli government, not the people of Israel. We even know that the people of Israel are against a lot of the policies of the government. But I'd rather like to get you guys to say your points. I mean, how do you feel about how things are going currently?
Sorry?
How do you feel about how things are going currently with, you know, the whole promoting Free Palestine, the way how the media is trying to spin a lot of the times if you're against Israeli government policy or the IDS policy. It seems to be oh dear God, you're an anti-Semite, when that is definitely not the case. In my opinion, that's not the case. How do you guys feel?
Well, it's very simple. You do not fight racism with racism. And what is going on in Palestine is a policy of racial supremacy. But you do not fight that by being racist in your own way. And you do not fight history with fabrication. And so you do not try to deny that things have happened in Europe, like the Holocaust and so on, because it did happen.
Yeah.
But you don't. That does not justify what is happening now. And rather than there have been people in the past who have tried to say, well, the Jews must be telling lies about their own history and so on. That's not the case. But equally, let's have the truth about what is happening now. And so that it is actually the more. You have to simplify things, because that is essentially how it is.
What's your name, dear sir?
Sorry?
What's your name again?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Okay, and your name, sir?
My name is Marcel, and to add, you know, I mean, if you are racist, if you're anti-Semitic, you are no friend of Palestine. You know, there's no place for this in our movement. Palestinians made that clear over and over and over. Palestinian civil society is very clear, it's very focused, and makes it clear at every turn. If you are focused on that aspect, if you are focused on discriminating, if you're focused on racism, you are no friend of Palestine and you're not helping the Palestinian people. And that's all you have to say, really.
Well, I'd also like to make one final point on this one. Thank you guys for this, which is basically, in short, we know that the Palestinians are not just Muslims. You've got Christians, you've got Jews, you've got all kinds of people living in Palestine, also still being discriminated against. And we're seeing that on TikTok more often than not. So, you know, guys, keep up the good fight. You know, please feel free to support Palestine and Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
We have trade union visitors from the United States. Stand up. Give us a wave. From Spain. From France.
Here we go.
Is broken. And when you slash public spending, the foundation of our public services, they crumble.
UK-wide body consisting of an equal number of fire employers, including from the devolved administrations on their side, and an equal number of fire brigade union reps on our side.
To celebrate our trade union movement and our values of unity and solidarity.
Hi guys, I'm at TUC Conference and I'm really starstruck and tongue-tied. This guy here, amazing. He gave not only a phenomenal speech, but he's also been on radio. He was on St. Meister's show. He represented the Prison Officers Association extremely well and highlighted the realities of what is going on within the prison network. It is not the officers. It is a massive underinvestment from the government over 13 plus years, you know, and this guy has just been fighting a good fight. Please.
Yeah, it's terrible. Since the Tories came to power, they've slashed our budgets by over £900 million. They got rid of a load of experienced staff. We've lost over 100,000 years in experience. As it stands today, we've got 4,000 less officers than we did before the Tories came to power. We're in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons because of the Wandsworth escape, and I found out literally half an hour ago that there's been a stabbing at Wandsworth. We had an air ambulance land in the exercise yard, but luckily he got taken to hospital by a proper ambulance, not the air one. But it just shows you how dangerous our job is, and to top it all, we're expected to work to the ripe old age of 68, facing violence and threats every single day. So I really feel for my colleagues at Wandsworth. I'll do everything I can to support them. And let's be honest, whatever the findings are, this is down to the government. It's on their watch. They've decimated the service. They've cut the public sector to the bone. And we need to put it right.
I've always say this, whatever line or profession you're in, join the trade union, they're fighting for you. This guy is out there and highlighting all the issues that are going on in his sector. This is what we do. We will negotiate and we will fight for your rights. So please, you know, if you're a member of, you know, if you're working in prison service, join their union. They're out there for you. Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
What was your name again, sir? Forgive me.
Mark, for solidarity to everyone, and
Solidarity.
well done for going on strike. We haven't got the right to strike, but we support you, so well done.
Thank you, sir. Take care of yourself. Hi guys, I'm with Mike Clancy from Prospect Union. This guy was a standout today in his speech. Just want to get some feedback from the first day. What do you think it went?
A good day, great hands across the ocean stuff from Liz Sheila. Really, I think emotional reach as well about child poverty and what we need to do in that respect and fight for it, and obviously celebrating all the action that people have taken in the last year. So a good opening to Congress.
And he was also quite, how can I put this, very articulate when it came to the differences between the private sector versus the public sector in terms of pay disputes and public, what was it called, review bodies.
Pay review bodies.
Pay review bodies. Would you like to elaborate just a little bit more on that one?
Well, more to come tomorrow. We've got a motion on both bargaining in the private sector, the differences in the public sector. Both are vitally important, but if we don't actually succeed in extending trade union reach again in the private sector, something obviously very important for USDAW members, and then the public sector is going to look like an oddity in 10 years' time. So we'll be focusing on the future in that respect tomorrow.
Thank you for the great work that you've done, sir.
That's all.
See you tomorrow.
Welcome. Take care. Have a good evening.
Wow, what a first day and a great ending to the very first day of the TUC Conference. I was tongue-tied a couple of times because I was starstruck by a couple of the people who were there, and some of the speakers were so damn good. Passion, just pure passion for a trade union movement, no matter which trade union they belong to. They all want the same thing. They want to fight for the workers' rights and make sure that everyone is getting a fair deal. And wow, the energy is just off the charts. I am exhausted, but I'll be going to a Fringe meeting tonight, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. See you guys later. Here we go, Fringe event time. I'm here, and wow, look, just take a look how many people. Completely packed, and yeah, time to get some drinks in. Hi everyone, it's me again. I'm here at the TUC up in Liverpool, and I am with the CND stand, Merseyside stand, and you know what? I actually thought CND was gone, but last year I had an interview with Dr. Bettis Miller from the CND at the Toll Puddle Festival, and I'm here with two lovely ladies. Sorry guys, I keep getting in and out. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Barbara, I'm co-chair of Merseyside CND. I'm member of CND for...
Yeah, Rita, feel free to use that voice of yours.
Use that what?
No, I mean, as in like a little bit more louder, just in case.
Oh,
like...
sorry. I'm Rita, I'm on Merseyside CND board.
Nice. Guys, it's quite interesting seeing you guys here. I mean, the trade union movement has always been part of a more peaceful environment and look for a more peaceful future. Why do you think CND would be here?
Well, we're here for quite a few reasons. Ask yourself, why have we got no money for schools, no money for the NHS? And I'll give you one answer to that, and the answer is over £200 billion are now being spent to replace the new Trident missile system. We say wages, not weapons. We say, well, at the moment there's another big issue that's coming up. So much money. Did you know that the UK has a bigger military budget than Russia? Where is that money coming from? When they say there's no money tree. I hate to say it, there are lots of money trees knocking around and they're full of money for the military. It doesn't benefit us at all. People have always... For the arms trade. For the arms trade, yeah. The thing is, people always say, you know, CND, I didn't know you existed. Well, me and Risa are living proof that we do exist. Risa's been involved since the 60s, I've been involved since the 70s, and we are on the streets and we are talking to people. I think we've got to realise that we are facing a massive issue with nuclear weapons. And did you know that nuclear weapons are actually illegal under international law? So basically, there's 9 nuclear countries let's face it, there's only 9 countries in the world. They've got them out of 190 plus countries. Only 9 countries have nuclear weapons. They are actually breaking international law by having them.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So, I know we talked about, you know, where the money's being spent and all the rest of that sort of stuff, because we're still the highest taxed in Europe and maybe possibly, you know, the world. It just doesn't seem right that teachers, doctors, nurses, the highly educated in our society are the ones who are being the most, you know, abused. You know, especially for things like this.
Yeah, and also I believe this government is happy to see all these strikes going on, because I think they're turning the people, I think they're going to turn the people against, you know, the public, against the unions. And I think the unions should be stronger than they've ever been before, because they're the ones that have been fighting for your rights over 100 years. Half the things we've got, we wouldn't have if it wasn't for the unions. And I think the unions have got to really be supportive, and people have got to understand what's going on. I think the sad thing is people don't understand what's going on. And I think they bury their head in the sand. And every one of us is powerful. And we've got to use that power to change this. And not just for us in this country. You know, really what we do affects people all around the world as well. And I think that brings in so many other issues that we could talk forever, and I'm sure we shouldn't be doing that.
Well, actually, we can, because I actually asked this from Dr. Bellis Miller when I was with him at Tolkien. And the question was, look, you know, with mass media, over the decades that I've been around, you know, like Fist of the North Star, Day After, you know, Terminator movies, they've always looked at nuclear weapons as the catalyst for post-apocalyptic world, and the sort of grounding of any storyline. Yeah. So with all these things in popular media, why do you think there's still a need to have nuclear weapons?
Do you know why? Because I think half of people think they're fantasy and it's never going to happen. I really do. I think we have a fantastic 8-minute video, and it's called What If We Nuked a City? And actually we've been lucky enough to take that into a couple of schools and talk about nuclear weapons with some of the older pupils. And that's something that we are willing to do. But I think a lot of schools are a bit scared to have us in because they see us as political. And since when has this been political? When has it been political? We should all be striving for peace.
Yeah, no, I get that. There was actually a video which was shown on TikTok where it was a TED talk, and it was about if there's a nuclear strike that took place in Pakistan, you know, as geographic location, the nuclear plume from there would destroy the whole world because of, you know, where it's geographically located. It can go all over the planet very quickly.
Right, and there's all those. I was on holiday and was talking to this fella, and he was a conspiracy theorist, and he saw me bracelet which is the CND stand, and he said, "Oh, are you into the bomb?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "It's all a conspiracy theory," he said, "because when the bomb drops, it will only be an area of 50 miles, you know, the effect." And I just turned around and said, "You really think we're only going to drop one? Because as soon as one drops, it's going to be assured destruction, mutual assured destruction."
It's the after effect.
I mean, long term, well, let's Chernobyl. I mean, a few years ago, we had one of the few survivors from Hiroshima came to Liverpool, and we took them into schools and they did public talks, and they said it's a bit like the survivors of the Holocaust. They are the last people who can actually say, "I was there, I know what happened." And their fear is that once they die and they're not here anymore, there will nobody to give first-hand evidence of what it was really like.
Yeah.
And it'll just be photographs and films, and that's not the reality.
Well, guys, it's been absolutely amazing talking to you guys again in regards to, you know, campaign for nuclear disarmament, the need to have it, and again, your support within the trade union and our support for you guys. This is, you know, amazing. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for stopping and talking to us.
Yeah. Thanks. Guys, if you are into the campaign for nuclear disarmament, or do you believe, you know, that our money should be spent in things like more important stuff, get in contact with the MP, join the trade union,
yeah.
You know, look at these kind of things and get involved.
Yeah. Just look under CND on Google CND, and we'll be there.
Yeah. Thanks again for your time.
No, thank you. It's good. Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
And millions
like them have made to this country. So when I hear the Home Secretary talking of a migrant invasion, that her dream is to deport people to Rwanda, when I see immigrants housed on a barge with Legionella, or hear that the Immigration Minister has ordered a mural for kids painted.
That's fine. There hasn't been kind of too many prospects for anyone to talk about over the last.
Some of our elected officials are now trying to promote, which would be disastrous for Israel, Israeli society, and also for Palestinians. So, and that's my interjection.
So, final question for me is.
Would you like to join in?
Me? Yeah. Oh, I'm not a unionist.
That's okay.
I'm part of Bithead.
Well, why not?
Yes,
Join in and feel free, get involved in the interview.
Okay.
If you're okay with that.
So yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm a guest. You're the director.
For all body types. There must be no compromises on safety, particularly at sea, and especially when it comes to a just.
This motion, and what it's talking about is non-cooperation, non-compliance with this legislation, and any
Council supports the compensate motion with an explanation. This compensate sets out the General Council's steadfast opposition to anti-trade union legislation and the government.
Pay gas and electricity bills every single month. Over 60% have relied on unsecured borrowing in the last year just to pay their bills. And around 7 in 10 people report the financial worries are having a serious impact on their mental health.
And there's better settlements that have been on the table that would have otherwise not been achieved. We also applaud and stand together in solidarity with all the workers here who are still in struggle.
Oh, sorry, it's a video with Mick Lynch here, but that was accidentally pressed. Sorry about that, guys.
Free Palestine.
There we go, yeah, that's it. That's what it's all about, Free Palestine. Alright guys, that's the second day of the TUC Congress done. I will be making a sharp exit because I got to start the Breaking Down Barriers program tomorrow, and that's going to be in Manchester, so I'm going to be looking forward to that. But you know what, this conference has been absolutely awe-inspiring, and I met so many different people here, as well as, so many amazing speeches. This has been a real experience, and I hope next year I'm back here again. But again, that's down to the people who vote for me. So you know what, just keep following this, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need to do, stitch, I don't care. But I hope that you've enjoyed this. Thanks, bye.
And I want to congratulate again the CSC's initiative. I mean, the Braille machine initiative, which I think is on the leaflet. That's
Entrepreneurs and of employers and of workers and potential entrepreneurs about their rights and
It's my absolute pleasure to be on this stage with three powerful female trade unionists.
This rally because this is my first time at this rally. I've been coming to TUC and I've been a trade unionist pretty much all my grown-up life, and I say I was born in Stockport but raised in the trade union.
Quickly, I'm with the man here, the man of the hour. He's the head of the CWU, and he's taken on the media, he's put them in their place, he's shown what the unions are all about. He's following a long line of other trade unions out there that are showing short and simple. We are here to support you guys, the workers. Tell me a little bit more, my man.
Well, let me also say credit to USDAW, the leadership of USDAW, the representatives and the members. Because you're right behind the New Deal for working people. That's something that was passionate to our union, to me personally. I feel it's the most significant thing that needs to change in this country. Workers need to get a better deal in so many ways. And believe us when we say collectively, the trade union movement is behind that New Deal. Your union, your representatives, you've played a big part in that. You've backed it. You backed the CWU when we first led it, and now we're in a meeting where it's Labour policy. We can deliver this, but I have confidence that we can deliver it. We've got to have the belief that we can provide solutions for working people who are struggling.
But you've also shown the real side of the trade union movement. You've taken away the narrative away from what the right-wing media have been putting out there, which was really the mouthpiece for a conservative government. That's not even right-wing, because the right-wing government is supposed to encourage people to have more money right across the board. These guys are just in it for themselves.
They're con merchants.
Yeah.
One of the things I would say to you, that in my experience, what I've seen is an incredible lack of ability in business leaders, CEOs, Tory politicians, to actually provide solutions for working people. And people are fed up with it, there's no doubt about it. But we got to have the confidence to believe that this agenda we've been working on for so long can be delivered. I believe it will. We just heard a speech from Angela Rayner. She means it. And the Labour Party mean it. Keir Starmer is saying that he means it. Our job is to elect that government, hold them accountable. Our other job is not to wait for a Labour government. It's to come together as trade unions, and it's to connect with our members and working people everywhere. We understand how difficult it is. I mean, Angela just reminded me there that something that I often say. When I first went to work, within a very short space of time, I had a job that at that point was secure. I had a young family. I got married young. I had children quite young, me and my wife, and we got a council flat. And that gave us them two things, where I had a secure job, good holiday pay, good sick pay, decent wage, the opportunity to earn more on my terms, not on the employer's terms. Those things gave us such a great start in life. And what just dawned on me, I mean, I used to do that type of speech because I realised that younger generations aren't having those opportunities. And that is shocking that in today's UK, one of the richest countries in the world, that we're still playing to all of the things that divide us, what the Tories are, when we should be talking up the things that actually we agree on and that we can fight together for.
Well, we've actually dropped from the 4th richest country in the world down to the 5th. We've gone to failure. And the reason why? Concentration of wealth. And this is why the trade union movement is so important. And thank you for the fight that you keep doing on a daily basis. I wish I could do something like you, but not on that pay grade just yet.
He's a Croydon boy, by the way, he just told me.
South London through and through, baby.
Not far from where I live.
Yeah.
And where some of my family live today in Croydon.
Well, as always, I always say, let's join a trade union. There's a trade union for whatever profession you're in. You're not in it, they're fine for you every step of the way. This guy's proving it on a day-by-day basis. So, if you guys don't understand that, you all need to go back to school. So instead, having that free. And it's CWU. Thank you.
Hello, Dave. So, if you meet Saeed, is it Saeed?
Call me Hadi.
Hadi. If you meet Hadi, we've both met at TUC Conference in Liverpool. He said he's on his way to USDAW headquarters, so this is just to say hello to you and look after him if he does come and see you.
And more importantly, your dad has definitely raised a really good guy. So, let's face it, you're following the TUC or the trade union footsteps. Well done, man. Well done. And this is the guy that inspired it all, man. So, nice work.
See you later.
Definitely. Nice work.
Take care.
Bye. Alright guys, so yeah, I did say goodbye, but you know what, I took in a couple of Fringe events. I took in the one for taking out US blockade on Cuba, and also the Labour Union's Fringe event where I met up with Angela Rayner and a couple of other friendly faces. You know what, I now really have to leave, and it's been a great journey here. It's been a fantastic experience. I've met so many people. I'm more inspired to do better as a trade union rep, just to be on their level. Wow, let's see what happens next in the future. Guys, as always, take care of yourself. Guys, as always, if you're not a member of a trade union, become a member. There's always a trade union for whatever profession you're in. And guys, if you don't know how to do that, you all need to go back to school. So says Hadi Nakri, union rep.